I asked Shonda if I could sit down, and she looked at me and she said, but thank you, Shonda. So before I start, man, I just want to say I appreciate the opportunity to come out here and speak to all you guys. You look amazing. It's great weather, at least for now. So I promise I will not hold you up here as longer than I need to. But Shonda asked me to speak on prosperity, and prosperity is extremely subjective. Really scary, but extremely subjective. I mean, you think of prosperity in not like most times it's tangled with financial. You know, it's tangled with money, wealth. You know, those kind of things. But this kind of prosperity has nothing to do. The prosperity I'm going to talk about today has nothing to do with wealth, as far as what's in your bank account or what's in your pockets currently. I could care less. Which is why that word is extremely subjective, because it doesn't matter what's in your pocket. It only matters what you're doing in your real current life, outside of whatever you're doing to put money in your pocket. Right now, we know obviously we need money. Right, we have to live, we have to pay for things, we have to do all the. But to be consumed by it, and to be defined by the amount of money you have in your bank account or your pocket is exactly what's wrong. One of the things that are wrong with the world. I don't care how much you have. I don't care what you're worth. But what I care about is your mind. What I care about is your heart. And that's what I'm going to talk about. What I care about is your mental capacities. Your spaces up here and in your heart that allow you to be the person that you're supposed to be in this world. Right? So when I think of prosperity, I want to talk about how to move forward, something that we've been doing not only in the Black community, but as a whole human being. We all come from different walks of life. We've all been through many, many, many different things that we could have either been shot down and laid there, or we've been knocked back after making 3 to 10 steps forward. We all feel like we've been knocked back 3 or 5, but we got back up. That's the kind of prosperity that we're going to talk about today. Right? So when I think of prosperity, man, I just want to come from a place where I am too still building my own life, as I'm sure you are as well. You know, prosperity, true prosperity, is the act of having control of what's necessary in your life, spiritually, mentally, and physically, right? So when we all think about how to move forward, when we all think about how we unite with each other, again, we have to talk about where we come from and all the things that we've been through. And again, I don't care what you have been through individually. I'm going to speak life into your situations without knowing a single detail, because I know that you all have been through something detrimental. That you've all have been through something that you felt like you weren't going to get out of. So prosperity in this life looks like a second chance, a third chance. It looks like getting up after being knocked down. You know, and we think about education. We think about inspiration. Those kind of things, learning the information that we need to move forward, learning the tools, being inspired by those around us who may know more or who are just like you and just seeking answers. Surrounding yourself by those who are on the same wavelength. All those things looks like prosperity to me. Notice again, this has nothing to do with any kind of financial beings. I want us to be the best people that we can be mentally. I want us to know what we've gone through, being true to our situations without having to put them all on blast, because I know I know a lot of us can be a little private and within your rights. But as long as you know your situation and you aren't living beyond your means, Prosperity is truly in your favor. All of us out here are working to be better than we are before. But I'll tell you this, anything that's worth it comes with a lot of work. A whole lot of work, right? And just because you feel like you deserve more does not mean you're gonna get more. Just because you're a good person does not mean that you're gonna get everything that you deserve. It's a harsh reality, and it sounds bad saying it, but like I just said, anything worth it, anything you feel you have, anything you deserve, anything you feel that you worked hard for, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears attached to it. We don't just wake up and decide just because we're good people, the world should jump at our feet. It doesn't work like that. I'm pretty sure all of you guys are amazing. But that doesn't mean anything. You're going to be just that if you don't put in any work. You're going to be just an amazing person. Now, that's not a bad thing to be a good person. However, the only way to get more out of the lives we have is to do more. Get the information that you don't have. Ask those questions. People judge often. This whole society is full of people that thinks just because, you do something a certain way, you think a certain way, that you're this kind of person. Very seldom do people meet in the middle. Meet the person next to you wherever they are. Lead with an open mind, and that's how we truly prosper. Everything else follows. You can't skip steps in prosperity. There's only honesty and hope in prosperity. But I'll tell you this. Finances are good. We all know how important money is because we have to live. But what about the person that you become on the way to getting whatever you feel you deserve out of this life? What about that person? What about that person that you have to meet at night when you're by yourself, or when you wake up in the morning and go out your door and start your day? What about that person? That's the person that means the most. That's the person that means more than any amount of money, any dollar sign. The person you become on the way up. That's the main part of anything that I say today. I don't care if you don't listen to anything else I said, but please, please, please remember, we're all on a journey. We're all on a journey to being the best person that we can be. And to do that, we have to acknowledge who we are, and we have to put in the work, and we have to be completely honest with everything around us, intentional about what we seek, and very aggressive about how we put out our energy into the world. Be whoever it is that you want to see. And I want to end on this. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate the opportunity, and I leave you guys with a lot of love, a lot of grace, and the hope that you allow yourself the space to make a ton of mistakes and get back up and not be defeated. Thank you so much.